The fire rises.
E aí pessoal, beleza? Hello everyone, Induster78 here. And today I have for you some matches with Baraka, Bone Picker Baraka. I will not be doing a live commentary, so I'm watching the matches again now and I'm recording my commentary. So Baraka, it's a very strong character. I think he's one of the few characters in the roster that has 3 good variations. Probably Marauder is the best because of the damage output, but Bunny Picker is very fun, very good, and it's very good for mix-ups. His variation has the most tick throws in the game, so many tick throws. And here I'm playing against this Scorpion player. Probably this guy is new to the game because all he did was to spam teleport and that chain move. But it was a very good warm-up match. Sometimes I even play some towers before I go online because it takes me some matches to warm up. And when you guys get old, you guys gonna feel this. Bone Picker is a variation that has probably one of the best anti-airs in the game. It's the Spine Burst, down back 3, very good anti-air. Depends how high is your enemy when you hit it, and you can get even a follow-up, especially in the corner, you can get some very good damage in the corner. And Spine Burst is a good combo ender, does a lot of damage. It's a high, it's not safe, but it's not very easy to punish, especially mid-scream. So here we had the first match, and this guy went for one more. Like I said, it's very good to feel your character the first matches. Because sometimes I play Kotokan for a long time, for 1 week, just Kotokan. And then the next week I move back to Shao Kahn and I go for Kano in the next week. So if I keep away for 1 week or 10 days from a character, sometimes I forget how to react. Sometimes I lose the muscle memory of this character, so it takes a while to bring it back. Yeah, I was fishing for the crushing blow, so I was trying to punch him with throws.
Round 2, fight.
With Bone Picker, it's very good to use your jump 3 and jump 4 because you can do the option select with the blood launch back forward 2. So if your opponent is blocking, the move will not come out, but if you hit the jump 3 or jump 4, you're gonna get the follow-up with the blood launch. Very good. Yeah, I was trying to do that brutality, that Quan Chi brutality with the leg beatdown, very cool. So here we had the first 2 matches, good warm-up matches, and now next we're going to move for some better close matches. Então beleza, now this guy has a Kano gamer tag, so I thought he would go for Kano, and he did. But before he went for Scarlet for the first matches. A lot of people say that Scarlet is probably one of the worst characters in the game because she lacks good punishes. she has a lot of gaps, like Shao Kahn. But I think she's not that bad if you control her spacing and you don't rely on her strings with gaps.
Fight.
Her zoning is okay, it's not a crazy zoning. And her parry is probably one of the best in the game. It's fast, it stays active for a long time, and has a crushing blow and a cool brutality. So sometimes I would just want to play this character for the parry because since I'm not very good at flawless blocking, I can parry some strings that have huge gaps. And this guy here was using a Scarlet's variation that I have never fought before. She has that move that comes from the ground. I didn't know if it was a low or mid. And does a lot of damage. Look at this. Crazy. Yeah, she was fishing for the crushing blow, overhead crushing blow. Yeah, a lot of damage. When I'm using Baraka, the first thing that I do against my opponent is to check if he is going to flawless block my 1-1-2. If he does, I just keep the 1-1. But if he doesn't, I go for the full string because it's safe. And this is the string that does more damage with Baraka. I try to finish my strings with the Spine Burst or the Hellspark Amplify. The Hellspark Amplify puts your opponent in a good position for a back 4 or the Blood Lounge. And does decent damage. There we go. So this guy went for one more match with Scarlet.
Round 1. Fight.
I think Baraka doesn't need any buffs or nerfs. Maybe the damage output with Marauder should scale better, less damage. And with this variation, I think the Blood Lounge should have an option to amplify it, to do more damage, something around 17%. So it would be much better. And since we don't waste bars for damage in this variation, we save our bars for our defensive options.
Round 2.
And the good thing about Bone Picker is that people do not know this matchup. I think I have never fought a Bone Picker Baraka online on Xbox, never. I found some Berserkers, but Bone Picker, never. Yeah, I tried to do a combo. There I drop it. There's a good combo you can do in the corner after the crushing blow. There we go. Another brutality.
Baraka wins.
And now this guy is going to pick his main character, Kano.
Round 1. Fight.
And this guy is playing Reaper. We don't see too many Reaper players online. Most of Kano players, they play Dirtbag. You have a few Ratbags, but most of them are just Dirtbag players. That was a good overhead, good punish with the hop. Yeah, that string is very good for the 2-1-2. The first hits are high, but it's a very quick advancing high. And this string is safe. It has a gap, so your opponent can flawless block the final hit. But the good thing about this string is that you can tick throw if you do only the 4-2-1. So it's a very strong mix-up game. You can do the full string. You can go for 2-1 Hellspark, 2-1 Spine Burst. One of the strongest points of this variation. So this guy is trying to mix up with Kano, like I tried to do, overhead and low. Yeah, it's very risky to jump in the air at the same time with Kano because he's going to do the cannonball. It's a very fast move, 6 frames startups, it's insane.
Fight.
Yeah, Kano is a very good character at close range and at mid range, that range that you can hit the overhead. So I'm trying to keep him at a longer distance. Yeah, I'm doing some tick throws since he was blocking everything. Nice, nice. There you go again, this brutality.
Baraka wins.
Baraka's brutalities are very easy to perform, the requirements are not hard. To perform the brutality with the blood launch, I think you have to set
Fight.
3 flags in the match. I don't know. But I think it is 3 flags in the set. So here I'm starting to use the tick throws more because he was blocking too much. See? You can do a tick throw after stand 1, 1-1, down 1, back 3. I think down 3 and forward 2-1. It's insane, so many tick throws.
Round 2. Fight.
In the second season Combat League, I made to demigods just playing Bone Picker. No, I think what was the third season. The second season was Kano, and the first season was Shao Kahn. That was insane. And I just can't wait to see all the buffs that Shao Kahn got, or he will receive in the next patch. See, if your opponent is not flawless blocking your 1-1-2, so you can do this over and over. It's an endless pressure. Yeah, he's mixing up. Be good now. There you go. Very close. Yeah, it's a guessing game against Kano at mid close range. You can go for forward 4 or forward 2. The problem with forward 2, that's very unsafe. But you can get something close to 25% damage if you amplify the lumberjack. Yeah, it's all about conditioning your opponent when you're playing a grappler, because you rely on tick throws, so your opponent must think if you're going for the full string, if you're going for the tick throws, or if you're going for just the first hit and for regular throw. See, that's a lot of damage. Overhead, low, low, very good mix-ups. There you go, that was a nice comeback.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, he was not using the forward 2-1-2 string, for the 1-1-2 back 2, and it works against Baraka. He should be using more. Yeah, talking about Kano, I think Kano's string for the 1-2 back 2, it's very necessary for Kano, and it misses against 18 of 31 characters in the game, so it really sucks for Kano. If they fix that, Kano would be much better.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, and with this variation in Berserker, you can do the follow-up after the 4-4-4 crushing blow, mid-scream. There you go, very strong crushing blow. Yeah, I was fishing for the 42 brutality, but I got the other one. There you go. This is the new brutality, very cool. Okay guys, so this is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the matches. Thanks for watching, thanks for your time, and I see you pretty soon. Um abraço aí, galera.